Hey guys, can you hear me okay? I'm hoping so. I can't really hear myself because of these, but if you can hear me, that's the important part. So, this is my anime review. It's on Angel Sanctuary, and here's the book. Um, I have 1 through 4 of these books, but I have to admit I haven't read very much of them. I just really like the idea of the story, so I started collecting them, and the art is like super pretty. I did watch the OVAs though. There's 4 episodes of the OVA, and um, it basically summarizes the love story that's in it. It doesn't really go deeply into what's going on when it comes to like the angelic part of it. Um, there's this main character Setsuna and his sister, and um, it's basically like a love story between them. Their parents find out that they're in love and they separate them, but they still meet secretly and eventually decide to run off together. And basically, their running off is what's their love, and their running off is what's happening like in the OVA itself. Um, Setsuna has an angel inside of him, a reincarnated angel of she was like a traitor, so she was killed and put inside of him, and the angel is a girl. The main character is a guy. That's why it keeps this like he, she. The angel's brother, is like sensing her presence and can feel like is looking for her, and he's kind of nuts, but he's also like super pretty. His name's Rossiel. Yeah. Basically, I think it starts off just with his life and what's going on in his life, and then it's going to start moving deeply into what's going on in the angel realms and what they have to solve. Because there's a lot of different stuff in here. Like, if you want to take a preview of the art, I know it's kind of blurry because my camera is totes crap, but the art's just super detailed and super pretty. And that was why I was attracted to it, because you know me, I'm attracted to like super pretty art. It can get pretty graphic in places too. His best friend is actually Lucifer, but I don't know that you know that right away. Like, I don't know if he knows it, but yeah. Again, graphic. There's a dude's head. But I don't know. I tend to be attracted to really like weird stories. Probably why I like Game of Thrones, like graphic stories that have like really dark twists to them, but they're really interesting. And I probably should have like rewatched this or reread this before I started like doing a review on it. But basically, I'm just really attracted to the artwork and the story of like a war going on in like the Angel Society and a kind of a forbidden love. I just kind of really love the idea of all of that. And maybe like I'll do a more in-depth review of the books whenever I get to read them, but the OVA isn't very long and doesn't really get into the depth of the story. So that's what a review is on this. So, um, if we're comparing it to the books, the OVA story doesn't really follow the books um, a lot, but it does help summarize their feelings for one another and helps you get to know the basics of some of the main characters. So I would say that in accuracy to the books, I would say it's maybe like a 6. And the essence of the characters, I would say like a 9. The art style is pretty similar, but again, they can't go in depth as the books because it's animating and it's a lot more work than just drawing a single thing out of a manga. Um, as far as the characters go, they're pretty well developed, but you know, as I've said, I haven't really watched or read that much, so I try to usually give you guys um, a more in-depth analysis, like if I've read or watched the entirety of something. In this case, I haven't. I'm just recommending it because I really like it, and anybody who's into like things that deal with angels, things that deal with interesting love stories, that's I'm just kind of recommending it to you rather than just reviewing it because I really like it. So, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. It's less of a review and more of just a recommendation, just like the other OVA. when it comes to this, it's super hard to, review something like this because, again, it's an OVA. I would love if they turned it into an actual series, but I don't think it's popular enough for that to happen. Either way, I recommend that you guys give Angel Sanctuary a read, and you can check out the OVA if you want to at least get to see a little bit of the characters. But yeah, all in all, this is my recommendation. Give this a read, and I'll try to do, once I've read all the books, which might be quite a while, I'll try to give you guys a bigger review and analysis of how the story works. But again, I have to get all the books first. And I think it's a pretty long series. It's not like Naruto long, but it's definitely more than the 4 books that I have. So, yeah. Next week's review will be going back to regular shows and stuff. I just, wanted to talk to you guys about the 2 OVAs that I really like. The next one will be on a show that I love a whole lot and that I've loved for a really long time. And some people have heard of it and some people haven't, so hopefully you'll like that. I'm sorry this was so short, but again, like I said, it's a very short 4-episode OVA and the books are pretty different, but the one thing I can say is that the character designs are really good, and the love story is really sweet, and the overall story is pretty in-depth, so if you're looking for something deep to get into, I definitely recommend this, especially if you love really detailed, beautiful art. So, yeah. Sorry for making such a confusing review, but hopefully it's enough of my rambling to just go, okay, if you shut up, I will freaking read this. So, yeah. Alright. I hope you guys have a great day, and there'll definitely be a more in-depth and better review next week. Okay? Bye.